musicians who have gone on to the big band, um, we tend to forget about them, and then they just end up on a shelf somewhere, you know. And it's sad for me to make the statement as far as like royalties and all the recordings that my mother has done. I'm really a little perturbed, is what I'll say, because most of the sales that are generated, the majority of the big money comes from international sales and not from here. Okay, and that's a sad issue. But we can change that, you know. And we take it for granted that we'll have them for a while, and we don't have to worry about that and just see them alive. But now, you know, there's other ways of enjoying her, you know. Now, to move on to better things, I like to say this. This is the month of March. My mother was born March 14th, 1934. Okay. Her transition was March the 10th, 2002. She would have been 68, 4 days later. But, you know, the Creator has a master plan, and He wanted her. So He took her back, you know. And I realized that our mother, our father, our children, our possessions are only loans from God. They all belong to Him. So we have to be grateful for the time that we have. They don't belong to us. They're just a loan. You have to remember that. So cherish it while it's here, and thank God for it. Oasis was written, I think, somewhere in the late 70s, mid 70s, and I had the fortune of listening to the original one, which when it was being created. A drummer by the name of Bobby Durham was the first drummer to play Oasis, and then I believe the drummer that recorded it was Mickey Roker. Sound check.
Yeah, just turn it on. Yeah.
Record.
Yeah, come on.
All right. So anyway, I really don't need a mic. People are always telling me I talk too loud.
No, yeah, you turn it
I should have
on.
went in the radio.
It's on. Did you actually turn it off?
I turned it off.
Sounds like a chord.
It's all right, yeah. So anyway,
You go.
Mickey Roker was the recording artist that did the I guess the final draft of the tune. And you know, drummers have their own ideas about how to play things, but Mickey was such a seasoned individual that he had the right stuff for that, the proper angle for that tune. So thank you, Mickey. I miss him, and I miss Bobby. You know, I miss a lot of my friends. Growing up, I was exposed to the music at an early age, and I was like, my peers were 19, 29, maybe 30 years older than me. That was my peer group. You know, that's where I was. I wasn't out in the street. I was listening to Lockjaw and Charlie Rice. Bless his soul. Charlie Rice, my mom and Lockjaw used to rehearse in my grandmother's house at 1861 North 28th Street in Philadelphia. And I was about 2 years old. And I'd be sitting right here like this and looking at over here at the socks there and looking at Charlie Rice, and Charlie Rice would be looking at me like that. And he was my inspiration as far as like wanting to play drums. So they would play April in Paris, and I used to listen to Count when they say one more time, you know. So I would say, one more time, and they play it again, and I'd say, one more time. I said about 5, 6 times, one more time. And then Lockjaw said, no more nuts. Not another brother. All right? And at that time, you know, it didn't, you know, it didn't occur to me that I would be playing with the person that actually did the, how do you say, the arrangement for Count on that tune, who happened to be Wild Bill Davis. Wild Bill Davis, Bobby Dylan went out of town and he asked me to cover for him at Atlantic City and Grace's Little Belmont. And then he played April in Paris, and I'm listening. I said, this sounds just like the one that my mom was playing. And I almost felt like I needed a diaper again, you know, it took me way back, you know. I was really in awe of the way I heard it, and it was like a flashback. And you know, it's amazing. 20 years later, that I would be playing with the man that actually did that arrangement. So, you know, I've had a pretty good life with the people that I met. Now that they're all gone, I feel like a dinosaur. I really do, you know. But thanks to Dan and thanks to Tim, I'm back. You know, I'm around the time my mom passed, I developed a contracture in my hand. And I lost all the muscle mass and atrophied and everything. I don't know if you can all see it, but there's no muscle here. And I didn't think I was going to play again. And I tried, and I just, every time I heard a tune in my mind, I had to turn the radio off. And after a while, I said, wait a minute, my mom wouldn't want me to, she wouldn't want me to lay down and just let anything walk over me. Give it a shot and see what happens. So, Mickey was playing at Orleans, and he said, "You want to play one?" I said, "Yeah, I'll play one." So I'm playing, and he was brutally honest, which I appreciate. He said, "You can't, excuse me, you can't play all that monster shit they used to play, but you can still swing." So I'm swinging on the way out of here. You know? I'm swinging right on out of here. I'm fortunate enough now, there was a time, Bootsy Barnes was playing Let Me Sit In, and at first I could only play a couple of tunes. Then I managed to play for maybe a set. And then finally I got strong enough where I could play a gig. And I didn't look back, but in the beginning, my sticks were flying out of Bootsy's head. So the name Duck had a double sting. You know, I'm just grateful to be here. I never thought that I would get this far, you know. And I want to thank you all for having me.